Hi everybody, this is Stephen Lutz with Rugged Routes, back for another quick video on the Lowrance HDS and now Elite TI series units, as they have the same interface. And today I want to show you guys the new map that I've been working on. Is the Funtreks series of maps. It comes basically from the guidebooks put out by Funtreks. They're great books. But what we do is we'll take these books and we convert them over into the Lowrance file format, and including satellite imagery, all the waypoints, color-coded trails, as well as the trailheads, and basically a paraphrased version of the book, all embedded into these maps. So what I'm going to do to start is actually put the SD card that we sell right into the Lowrance unit itself, and you see at the bottom it says loading charts. This will take a second. As it loads all the data from that card, the screen might flash a little bit, some things get hidden, and then it kind of comes back. And now you'll see that there's a bunch of brown circles. Now these brown circles coincide with the different areas that the physical guidebook breaks up the Arizona state into. So this is the top 100 trails that Funtreks has picked to write their book about, and that's what's essentially going to be in the map. Now, if we put our cursor on one of these areas and we start zooming in, what you'll see is a bunch of these trail difficulty icons starting to pop up. Now these are all the trailheads for the different trails, and if you select one, you'll get a name of the trail that pops up, and if you select the bubble itself, a screen will pop up here kind of giving you an introduction of what the trail is all about and what to expect, how, anything else you should take with you, stuff like that. So if we hit the X up in the upper right hand corner, we can go ahead and zoom in a bit further, and you'll see that there's some other local roads that start to show up, as well as the trail itself. And then you'll see that at a certain point here, the trailhead marker disappears, but we still have a waypoint marker. So these waypoints that are along the trail here, you see there's a blue one here and out at the different ends of the trail. They're just sporadically set about, but they are also coinciding with the waypoints that are mentioned in the book. Now you can do the same thing as we did with the trailhead by selecting the waypoint and then selecting the name of the waypoint, and it starts to give you some extra details. And depending on the trail, sometimes the details are pretty useful, and sometimes it's kind of common sense. But where these really come in handy is some of the trails have extra little things to go check out along the way, or if there's an extra hike or something to pay attention to, like something more photogenic along the way, stuff like that. Those will typically be noted in the info boxes for each waypoint. Now, I know earlier I mentioned the satellite imagery. Right now you'll notice that the background here is pretty fuzzy. It's just the basic background that comes in the Lowrance units. But with this map in the unit, you can go to Chart Options and then go to View and Photo Overlay. If your photo overlay setting is set to full, when you put the SD card in the unit, you'll want to turn it off and turn it back on, and then you'll start getting all the high resolution stuff. Now from here you can see, if we zoom in, there's plenty of detail in here. You can get in here pretty tight and see some washes, other trails. Basically the resolution of this imagery is 1 meter per pixel, so each pixel in the screen is 1 square meter on the ground. So it's pretty dang good, and you can kind of use the satellite imagery on the outside of these trails to navigate other stuff. And most other legal trails are already marked in here, but so this one's kind of out there. But there's plenty of data in here around the areas that are covered in the book as well. So hopefully you guys find these maps useful. And this Arizona Funtreks map I actually just finished up, and we're going to start mailing these out soon as we can kind of get out on the ground and just make sure everything lines up as expected. But everything's looking really good, and we've got a handful of others available as well. So be sure to check it all out at ruggedroutes.com. Thanks for watching.